question, have you seen The Queen's Gambit? The opening or the Netflix series? I've seen both. I probably binged the series within like a couple days. So Title Tuesday starts in just over a minute. I did play last week's Title Tuesday, except I didn't play the whole thing. I dropped out like midway through because of tilt and rage. Oh, Jognichus was just watching episode 63 of the speedrun. Nice. Let me actually check my settings here. Play. Whoa, it's Daisy Schloomp with $3. Asking about My System by Nimzowitsch, which I didn't see the full question, but later if I remember, I can go back to that. Okay. So first game, we have an Alapin Sicilian. Queen takes d4. This is already like pleasant for black. White avoided taking with the pawn, but by taking with the queen, it gives me a lot of initiative. Like b4, c4 is coming. Considering a5, it's kind of interesting. I weaken b5, but okay, defend the knight.
Hey, caught your stream, yay.
Good catch. The square looks juicy. Knight d4, we trade. Yeah, there's some juicy squares. I probably just want to get the bishop pair. Might see bishop f1 here. Ooh.
Stafford, Petrov got me to 1800. Thanks, Eric.
Oh, my pleasure. French salmon. Okay, so we're entering the endgame. Bishop versus knight. I shouldn't be worse here. Am I at all better? Knight d4. Gotta challenge the file. Applying pressure.
Ra.
And there's a4. Maybe that wasn't the best decision. So takes rook b1 e5. Get some counterplay. I think I've really messed this up. What to do? I'm going to lose 2 pawns. I'm still fighting, maybe. Take an F... No, I can't play F6.
Almost a GM sub.
Okay. There we go. It wasn't easy. It's a wake-up call. Yeah, this game was basically one big blunder gambit. The opening was nice, though. Engine likes my position. Slightly prefer bishop e7. Okay, e5 is a bit more active, a bit more centralized, too. b6 maybe a little bit slow.
Any OTB tournaments soon? Keep up the grind, I am Rosen.
I played an over-the-board Blitz tournament a couple days ago at the St. Louis Chess Club. But I'm not sure when my next classical event will be. Probably not for a little while. So all of this was fine, actually. Even a4. I regretted a4 like shortly after I played it. e5 is maybe not the best approach. Wow. White has a5 winning on the spot. How does this work? Bishop d5? Oh, 97. Oof. Okay, well, white missed a5. And then apparently it's still losing for black. Best move, rook b5. I would play this. Rook b4, I would play this. Ah, e4. Oh, that could have been bad. Okay, so opponent had a few missed wins. And then eventually, yeah, the bishop proved to be strong. Also, this pawn proved to be strong. Okay. Well, decent start. Welcome to everyone tuning in. So Daisy Schlump was asking, have you read the book My System by Aaron Nimzowitsch? If so, do you have any tips for actually studying and not just reading it? I think I owned the book at some point, but I don't think I actually ever read it. Maybe I glanced at a few pages. It is one of the like classic books a lot of strong players mention, but I would like to say it's overrated, but I really can't comment much about it because I haven't like thoroughly read it. It does have some like kind of timeless principles, I think, about positional chess and strategy. But in today's day and age, there's just so many other resources that are probably a bit easier to digest. Okay, play a London, how about? What? Wait, what? Cancel? What's happening? What's happening? Chat. Wait, let's look at this chat. What's happening? Was that a titled Tuesday game? It was, right? Because it shows 1 point. Games?
Energy, quack.
Nothing's loading. What's happening? Game aborted. It wasn't forfeited, so it's not. I don't think it's a fair play thing. It says it was a. Wait, what is this? It says we drew, but it was aborted. There's probably just a bug happening. Last week was super buggy too. That's why I didn't play the full tournament last week. I submitted a bug report last week, but I don't think they responded. Let me see. But last week was a different issue where it didn't pair me for one of the rounds. And then the opening thing was like completely broken. Yeah, can we migrate the whole tournament to Lichess? Chat doesn't seem to. Wait, let me see. Oh, chat is working.
I came here hoping for no rage quitting today. Smiley face.
I'm typing in the chat, which I guess people can't quite see, but it doesn't look like my messages are going through. It's saying resend. Yeah, something is wrong. Are other streamers having the same issue? Yeah, we can either migrate the tournament to Lichess, or what if we just all meet in real life to find a central location? I wonder how many players in the tournament are like currently in Budapest right now. Budapest would probably be the best meeting place, which I'm slightly far away from. Iceland would be nice, yeah. Or St. Louis. So, wait, it says join. What? Are they restarting the tournament? What's happening? Oh, now chat seems to be working in this window thing. Wait, so this means my first game doesn't count, I guess, if the tournament's restarting. Okay, so there's no... It doesn't look like there's any, like, staff messages. It's just, like, players chatting. I mean, usually there's at least, like, one staff person explaining what's happening. Oh, Magnus is here. Wait, did Magnus play... Did he already play in the first tournament? Oh, he had a match against Ferrugia. Oh, that makes sense, yeah. A couple days ago. These are all... So I guess they played the match from their real accounts. Ah, are they restarting the tournament because Magnus forgot to join? Have to make sure that he gets in. What to do. That's probably not why, but that would be a funny reason. Maybe an arguably justifiable reason. I'm going to assume that there was some bug with something. I know they put out a post recently that they're eventually going to transition everyone who plays Title Tuesday to one of their like unique... It's like a custom browser that they developed. And in order to play Title Tuesday, you have to play on their custom browser. But I think we're still far away from that. I wonder if that's somehow related to what's happening here, if like it caused more bugs. There's a whole article about it, like regarding fair play measures. Oh, okay, there's a staff message. More information coming shortly. Okay. Should we all blame Kravnik? Or Magnus? Or maybe I can take the blame. First game was kind of rocky. Maybe it broke the engine analysis. I just want to see my accuracy. 90%? What? Analysis. How do I see the game review? Oh, here. Okay. 90.4%. Felt like I was losing more than I was winning this game, though. Where are the moves? Ah, there we go. Okay, what should I do? I just chill, answer questions. Shall I rage quit? Tell us a story. I have an announcement. It's not really a story, but I was going to save the announcement for like the later stream today, but I guess I can share it now. Tomorrow I will be taking over the official Lichess Twitch and YouTube channels. It will also be streamed on my channel. I'll be doing commentary for Olympiad along with a good friend of mine, Grandmaster Ilya Nizhnik. And we're going to have live camera feeds, supposedly. I think that's still a work in progress, though. But it should be fun. It'll be probably like a 5-ish hour stream. Can you please reschedule? I'm busy tomorrow. You can always watch the VOD. And it'll be on YouTube, so it's sometimes easier to watch on YouTube with the replays. So overall, would you say studying chess books in 2024 is not effective, or not as effective because of other, for example, online resources? I would say that it's very dependent on the individual. The great thing about chess, or just anything in life, is there's a lot of different ways to learn skills and absorb knowledge. And part of choosing the right resources is being self-aware of how you learn best and what areas you should focus on. So if you enjoy reading and you think you want to work on your positional chess and strategy, then like my system might actually be a good fit. But there's also Reassess Your Chess by Jeremy Silman, which I think is maybe slightly better organized. And that's a book I know a little bit more about. And sometimes it's a matter of like trying different resources too. Like if you're not sure how you learn best, or maybe what resource to pursue, try it out. Can always help to like have a training partner, especially if you're working through a book. Like set up the positions over the board, like a physical board or a virtual board. Like make a chess.com classroom or a Lichess study. Then you can save what you go through as well. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, there's tons of courses like everywhere, and Chessable I know is popular. I'm a big fan of Chessmood. I do have a partnership with them, or at least an affiliate link with them. They have their whole opening repertoire courses and strategy videos as well. And then there's just a ton of free content as well on YouTube, on Twitch, on chess.com and Lichess. Like Lichess studies are quite nice. Were you making a Chessable course? No, I wasn't. I was working on like a course to eventually self-publish. It's a very, very slow process. But it's still on the back burner. What's the endpoint for the speedrun? I don't know, actually. How do rapid ratings compare to blitz ratings on chess.com? Like rapid? So my rapid rating on my main account is 2446. So yeah, I'd probably like to get to at least 2400 on the speedrun account. I mean, 2200, at least US rated, is considered national master. But yeah, master level in chess.com rapid, I assume, is like 2400 or above. Don't miss the start of the tourney. Yeah, let me make sure I'm not switching tabs. That may have like been the problem from last week. Even if I have this main tab open, if I'm on a different tab, it might not pair me. Did the first game not count? It doesn't look like it. Yeah, it seems like this is just a brand new tournament. 11 rounds, so they're not even like cutting off one round. Oh, there's more information. Greg J. Chess says, "Thank you for your patience, everyone. There is a bug that was locking out certain iOS players." Wait, iOS? iOS is iPhone. But is it also just Apple in general? Oh, it's MacBooks. Ah. I'm streaming from a Mac Mini. I guess it could be iPad too. Interesting. Oh, wow. 10% of players were not able to join. Ouch. Wait, MacBooks don't run iOS. I think when he said iOS, he's just referring to Mac. Yeah, because iOS is just iPhone, right? There's no way that 10% of Title Tuesday players play on their iPhone or iPad. It's actually interesting. Most chess players probably prefer Windows over Mac simply because of ChessBase. Maybe just because of like gaming, like it's better for gaming and mouse too. But ChessBase only works on Windows compared to Mac. Anyway, okay, back to emote only. Round 1, part 2. Here we go. Let's play maybe a Cambridge Springs. Okay, I've had this position before. Like, decently prepared with this move. Bishop f6 is one of the main lines.
Hey, earlier this morning I played a 2 vertical bar 1 Stafford Gambit game and flagged my opponent when they had checkmate on the board.
Trying to remember the theory here. I'm gonna just take on e5. I had a very similar position recently. One of these like over the board blitz tournaments. Okay, that's actually a good sign. I'll play this. If a3 earlier I was going to take, but now I think I play bishop d6. Just preserve the bishop and white can't castle. g3, maybe h5, h5, h4. The thing is, I want to castle kingside. h5, h5, h4. Yeah, a little bit torn here. Maybe I should just castle. Focus in the center. Wow, g4. For h4, just h6. Some a5 ideas. It's kind of weakening, but Queen c3 might be coming. You gotta still go for this. Just want to open that file. Take with rook or queen. Calculating knight d4, queen f6, and then I can keep building up. Oh, there's knight e6 though. Just have to allow it. Rook f7. You could also sack the exchange. Okay. White doesn't go for that. a5. Time management has not been great, but the position still looks nice. Knight e6, rook b2. Oof. Almost mouse up there. was That was a fight. I think I was in control like the whole game. Just got very low on time and couldn't quite find the knockout blow. Yeah, I've been enjoying playing Cambridge Springs, especially in Blitz. Very tricky opening for opponents to handle, and most players are just not prepared for this line. Yeah, I was actually curious if a3 here takes. Okay, I guess black is doing well. King e7 coming. And what happened in the game, I think, was even better. I kept the bishop pair. F5 came in. Yeah, for a moment I was scared of this move. I was expecting my opponent to play this. And I was considering sacking the exchange here, bishop e5, which apparently is the best approach for black. The king is so weak. I mean, rook f7 is a backup option. Is there bishop b3 after knight e6? Oh, bishop c3. Let's see. Yes. Apparently that was force mate too. Oops, I missed it. I was low on time at that point. Okay. Next opponent. What score are you aiming for? 7 would be nice. Anything better than last week. Last week I just left like midway through the tournament. It was my birthday too, so yeah, hopefully today is better. Opponent taking their sweet, sweet time. I really hope this is not another bug. Okay, the opponent was just late to the game. Another London. Okay, bishop takes. I don't fully know the theory here. Bishop e5 looks nice. Usually the move is bishop e7. I mean, c4 is very thematic. We might see bishop e7 in this position. We don't. Wow. So takes and takes. I have knight b3 takes queen d5. b6 knight d4. So I temporarily sack a piece, but I think I'm winning it back. And b6 is the only way to defend the bishop, but knight db4 hits this. Actually hits the queen twice. There is this move. Takes, but then the rook is hanging in the end. I'd have, I guess, queen for 2 bishops in that line. Kind of want to take with knight. There's bishop e6. Maybe I should take with queen. It's still equal material. Take bishop e6. Okay. So knights against bishops. Burned a lot of time, but it looks good. No! I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. Oh, I can't believe it. Oh, it's so bad. I just got skewered. I put my thing on the wrong
Take my
thing.
energy, Eric.
Like any other move. Oh, what to do? I was gonna say that if I were black, I would play this move, hoping for queen, but yeah, that's tough. Well, that's round... That was only round 2. Okay. Life goes on. Yeah, it's such a nice endgame too. Not much time to analyze. Oh, playing Alex King. I played Alex King in real life many years ago, but not in chess. Played him in Scrabble. I think he's like a former like Scholastic Scrabble champion, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see his opening prep. Usually people play knight b4. I don't think it makes a huge difference. And maybe it's a better version for me. Because with knight here, there's a move bishop g5. And the knight here is probably going to get kicked. I mean, maybe it transposes though. e5 comes to mind. remember some idea, c4, queen b6. Takes here, and then black is close to mating. I guess there's king f3 in that line. Okay, what to do? I mean, taking seems like an option. Queen b6, knight c4. I think I'll just take, yeah, play positionally. White has a bishop pair. I have good central control. These pawns could be weak. Bishop a7, I have c5. Knight wants to come to d4. That was a really messy time scramble. White had mate in 2, I think. Queen c4 here. In this position. Yeah, queen c4, I would have to play this, and then queen g4 mate. Oh dear. Okay. At least I escaped that one. Position was good. I mean, I was up a pawn and just didn't know what to do. Maybe it wasn't that good, though. White has compensation. Yeah, this king e6 was not good at all. I guess I just had to wait, like king g7. At this point, it's much easier to play for white. Okay, 2 out of 3. Feels like I've played more games. Because I have at least the one game from the previous tournament. Oh, Spicy Caterpillar is playing. It was Ray Robson. He is playing for the US Olympiad team. I'm just realizing that next week should be interesting. Because next week's Title Tuesday, like a lot of these players are going to be at Olympiad. So next week might be the smallest and weakest Title Tuesday of the year. I guess yeah, during Olympiad and then during World Rapid Blitz, just a lot of players won't be online. Oh, Kramnik's playing. I thought Kramnik retired. Maybe he came out of retirement. Okay, so I've never played Kramnik before. I think that's my goal for the tournament. I have to get on his score, though. He's 3 out of 3. I want to play the Stafford Gambit against Kramnik. It's my life goal. Oh, Feingold is playing. And Queen ending. Wow, Ben is maybe holding. Or is he? Does white have perpet? King f7? Wow, Ben wins on time. Go Ben. King f7. Oh, king f7, queen a7. Yeah, go Ben, but stay there. Okay, next game should be starting soon. All right. Stick with London. I'm playing a Polish IM. I'll play this line. A bit more aggressive. I don't remember much theory here, but this should be playable. 95. Threatening to take, and then bishop a6. We might be following some theoretical line, like knight b4. Knight b4, maybe 93. And then bishop g6, queen f3, pressuring everything. I'm sacking d4, and queen d4, rook d1 should be fine. Probably just take that. If knight takes, I take, and again have this idea. This calculation is a6, bishop d4, queen d4, knight d4, bishop b5, king d, and f7. Oh, but there's only c6. How about bishop takes e6? Let's try this. And it's just a trade. I don't think black can take because it takes queen f7, rook d1. Hitting the rook. I mean, it looks good for white. I'm down about a minute. But there's massive initiative. Hmm. Yeah, I misplayed this. It should still be better, but it's a momentum shift. .91. .91 bishop g4, rook d4, rook e2 maybe. Wow, black was running mate in 1 with knight f3. Oh no. I'm just losing now. Oh, it's so sad. Oh, so bad. Stalemate? Stalemate. What is this? What is this? I don't understand. I had like no hope and no pawns. It was not even a trick. Like I was just playing legal moves. Okay. To take a long shower after that one. I don't know how to feel about this game. Like the position was so good. I could have just won the pawn. I got greedy and then yeah, allowed black to just castle. Taking on b7, I assume. Maybe even bishop b7. I can start with the check. Take on d8. I mean, there's so many good moves for white. I could have played rook c4 here. And black can't castle. Okay. Wait, did I have a chance to... No, if rook takes e7 here, then takes back and black's threatening mate, and I can't take the knight. So it doesn't quite work. I don't see a moment where I have bishop d6. And the opening was nice, though. Maybe I should play this line a bit more. Yeah, the play flowed really nicely. Okay, well, at least I didn't lose. After rook c8. Okay, let's check. In this position, bishop d6. Bishop d6 takes... it's playable, I guess, because I control e1 in the end. Okay, apparently it gets murky. Yeah, but it goes to show how many good lines there were for white. All right, so 2.5 out of 4. I think we're on the first break. A lot of people with 4 points. Thank you to Skabumdabums.
Congratulations.
Congratulations for the stalemate. I'll gladly accept it. What is Title Tuesday? It's a weekly tournament. It happens twice every week. There's a morning one and afternoon one, at least for US time zones. And it's a tournament that features 11 rounds of blitz. It's only open to title players. And there's prize money, which I've never won any prizes in Title Tuesday. But it's a chance to play some of the best players in the world. Magnus Hikaru plays. Kramnik sometimes plays. Yeah, I'm looking for the informational link. If you Google Title Tuesday, you can probably find more information. Okay. Next game. Here we go. A little bit different. D5, take. Hitting A2. I prefer not to trade queens. Queen E5. Bishop C3, I have queen E3. Some ideas to play bishop to E6. Or knight D4. But also queen F4. I think I prefer more. Bishop D2, I have queen C7. Okay, knight E2 is coming.
Happy 50 months, my goat. Love you.
Love you too. Thank you, Cole. Take. Yeah, bishop C6, I probably have to take with pawn. Okay. Looks okay. Big transformation, though. It's an important move. Bishop C4, I have knight D4. Defending and attacking and attacking. No! I couldn't get the move in. Uh, Maybe it's karma for the previous game. Okay, to be fair, I was trying to play knight f5. That would have actually just led to a draw. Had to go for e5 or king g5. I was really slow with the mouse towards the end. Why is it a draw? That's actually a good question. Chess.com doesn't follow FIDE rules in some situations like this. If this were like a FIDE blitz game, white would be declared the win because bishop is sufficient mating material when there's pawns on the board. So I'm actually very fortunate. Yeah, if this were FIDE or Lichess, then white would have won. Something like this happened between Bruges and Magnus at the World Blitz Championship.
Sorry about your speedrun loss.
Oh yeah, it
Great
happens. The run will begin again. It's still running towards master. Yeah, there's a few like weird situations where at least the situations where it's like knight and king versus king and pawn. I once had king and knight against king and h pawn, and my opponent flagged, and the game was declared a draw. But I had force mate, and I don't think they've like fixed that. It's pretty rare; it doesn't happen too often, but I think in U.S. chess, like there's a few exceptions to these insufficient mating rules. Yeah, this is a messy ending. White fought well though. I had to be more careful on the queen side. Rook e5 was a bad move. Probably should either bring back my king or bring back the rook to the g file. Oh, playing Dmitry Gurevich. Okay, here we go. What does Dmitry play? Sicilian. All right, let's play. Usually likes to play classical Sicilian. I'll play bishop e5 check. I actually don't know what I want to go for here. I want to go for a tricky line. Knight f6 e5. I should probably just go for something normal. No, let's go for c3. c3 d4. Queen e2. So I'm threatening to trap the knight. h6 is pretty standard. Still f3 and knight c3. Not sure if it's necessary to defend h4. Okay, we'll fight for the c file. King b5 maybe coming. This knight is misplaced. Knight a4 is kind of interesting. Because if b5, knight c5. There's some ideas of playing b3 too. Actually, b3 might win a pawn. b3, knight a3, we trade everything, I win b6 in the end. Does get a little bit weird here. b6 is going to be hanging. But maybe I'm not actually threatening to take the knight. Take. Position looks good. This knight's very out of play. Queen d3. Let's start with this. Okay. Some time scramble. This was my former coach. Worked with Dmitry from basically the rating of 1600 through 2400. It was a good fight. Queen h8 is hard to stop in the final position. Yeah, the middle game was nice, but like takes a lot of patience to crack. What round was that? Was that round 7? That was round 6. Oh, I'm 4 out of 6. Okay. Feels like I've had a lot of like disappointing games. Or a lot of games where I've thrown advantages. This one I barely managed to convert. Yeah, I think the more principled approach in these lines is c4. Like c4 immediately. Engine approved. If knight f6, I wanted to play a tricky line e5. Which objectively isn't that special, but leads to very open positions early on. And this is a nice idea, knight e1, f3. I mean, it's still fine for black. Apparently f6 is better. F6 makes room for the knight on f7. After this. Black would be fine. I want to check this moment. Bishop a3. Best move. Okay, this was all fine. Yeah, it's possible that he overlooked that my queen is defending the rook. So I have time to take on d8. Oh, did Choco play Dmitry? Yeah, Dmitry probably specializes more in like positional chess and strategy. Very his style is very similar to like Karpov, Smyslov. I know he's enjoyed like the classical Sicilian. Like if I played d4,
luck,
we'd probably get something like this, which I don't have too many ideas against. Thank you, Pawn Nugget. I was hoping for knight c6. I wanted to play this like kind of new trendy line bishop c4. I played this in Beal, but there's a lot of like tricks in this line. So we're waiting for a game, or we're waiting for the next game. Kamsky's still chatting. Magnus is 6 out of 6. Oh, Fabiano's playing too. And Spicy Caterpillar. So a couple US Olympiad players. A lot of the big names here. Okay. I'm playing a decently low rated player for 4 out of 6, but I guess it just means I was on the cutoff. Here we go. Good sign. Opponent's taking a lot of time. Yeah, castling queenside is probably justified here. I could take some rook d1. Let me try this. Queen a5, queen g7 just wins. Hmm. Knight d7 is coming. Yeah, probably nothing special for white. Queen e3 prevents black from castling. At least queenside. Hmm. Discouraging b5. I was thinking about taking with king, but also takes with knight and then eventually knight f5. Looks interesting. Take this. Hmm. Not meant to be. Not meant to be. What to do? It's rough. I think I was in trouble around somewhere around here. G Queen B4. Queen B4 maybe King F1. Ah, but Queen D2. Yeah, Black's actually completely winning if Queen B4. Could you have sacked the rook on G6 on move 21? I was definitely considering G6 sacks. Not around here though. Oh yeah, around here I was looking at this move. I didn't go for it
Finally
because
catching tilted
takes
Tuesday
King
live.
H8.
Good luck.
And yeah, Black has everything defended. Engine says it's fine for white though. Oh, King H8 immediately. Wow. Okay, that I didn't see. I don't think my opponent would find this move either. It's hard to spot in blitz. Why did I play A4? A4 is like very typical move to discourage B5. Yeah, because Black like generally likes to expand on the queen side. So where did the opening go wrong? Here. Yeah, generally I do castle queenside. I was going for some more direct play. But it's really nothing special. Casting queenside, knight bd7. Play this. Yeah, these positions still require like precise play for white to like keep the edge. But it is unpleasant for black with not being able to castle kingside. Are you going to Chess Olympiad? No, I'm not. I've never actually been to an Olympiad. I'd like to visit one someday. I think the next one is in... Where's the next one? Uzbekistan? And then Abu Dhabi, I think, are the next two. Do you ever get frustrated that you could play in the Olympiad if you were born in another country? That doesn't frustrate me too much. It would be cool to maybe switch my federation. Like, you don't have to be born in a country to play for a country. You just need to represent the country. But I think I'd probably more like to go to Olympia just as a fan, spectator, maybe photographer, maybe coach one of the lower ranked teams, help them with opening prep. Oh hey, the chess nerd on YouTube. Wait, is that the real chess nerd? Thanks for subbing with Prime. Maybe there's multiple chess nerds out there. I appreciate it. Okay, do I full tilt Stafford Gambit time? Okay, no Stafford. Yeah, this D4 line. This is the trickiest weapon I can play against D4. I temporarily sack a piece, but then after D5, I win back the piece. Actually don't know what to do here. Knight C5, I think makes sense. Try and get the bishop pair. There's a question. Any plans for doing a second speed run? Yes. Yeah, I'm hoping to like pump out a bunch more episodes of the speed run, and then start like a new speed run sometime before the end of the year. And bishop g5 is slightly annoying. Could play queen d7. And there's bishop e7. There's knight e7. This might actually be fine. I just want a castle, complete development. I want to play queen d7, but knight e5 is like really annoying. Queen e2 and rook d1 is coming, or not. Okay, now it's probably a bit easier to play. This knight was pinned for so long. But now it's doing something. And some ideas, knight f4. Maybe generate some tactics. f5. I think the knight has to move back here. Not sure if this was the most productive approach. Knight c4 is coming. I'm regretting playing f5. But what to do? Okay, it's pretty equal. And it still could be a 3-result game. Don't want to allow the knight trade. Or do I? Probably not. Yeah, the pawn structure kind of mirrors from king side to queen side. I have knight e5 here. Knight b5 is coming. I don't see how to not lose a pawn. Okay, I have an idea. Knight d6, king e6. Try and trap the knight. Am I winning a pawn? There's 91. I'm making progress. I think this is okay. 94. Maybe not. No. Really not meant to be. Where's the resign button? Ah, here we go. Okay. What to do? I overpushed. It was looking good, like after f4. Apparently, king f4 is much better. Yeah, make the outside passer. I was more set on restricting the knight, but f3, knight f2. And then yeah, this is all a little bit unfortunate. Okay, not my tournament. Rating has dipped below 2,700.
Sending you lots of energy.
Thank you. Yes, it's Iris. I'm gonna need even more energy. Hopefully I'll be able to save some energy for later. So Nepo is leading. 8 out of 8. Magnus and Hikaru is 7. There's actually a few games still going this round. So this pawn's going down the board. This is a classic draw, but sometimes knights are tricky. Okay, draw by repetition. Okay, what to do? What did you think about the game between Nakamura and Hans? But which game? They played a lot of games. I assume you refer to Hans. That might be autocorrect though. Would autocorrect change Hans to Hans? Oh yeah, Hans knee man. What do you think about the offer that Hans gave to Levy to be a GM? Wait, to be a GM in a week? I thought the offer was like some camp with Kramnik. That would maybe make him a GM guaranteed. It didn't seem like Levy's going to accept the offer, especially if it's non-negotiable. A question about my previous game. Should I relive all the pain? That's okay. Let's learn something from this opening. Why not d5 instead of knight c5? Yeah, d5's like an alternative. The reason I didn't play this is because after takes, I would assume that I have to take back with knight, Now I'm actually realizing this is a move. This is actually kind of cool. I've played similar positions before, probably this exact position before. I've just found the knight to be very awkward on d6. It blocks a bishop. Of course it's playable, but I was trying to avoid that. I was also just trying to get the bishop pair too. But if the idea of d5 is to sack a pawn, then it's actually like kind of interesting. Knight c5 here. And white has options. In dc7, most critical, takes. So the idea is to then take on d3, trade queens, and then win back the pawn. Black's still down a pawn, but has a bishop pair. Not sure how exciting this is. It seems like what I did was fine. Okay, black has a choice here. f6 I didn't want to play because then the bishop controls g8. But then white's bishop needs to find a square. Bishop h4? Queen e7. Actually makes a lot of sense. And if bishop e3? Some bishop e6 ideas. Okay. Yeah, I did watch an interview, but it seemed like Hans was like more mellow towards the end of the event. Is Hans playing today's Title Tuesday? Maybe taking a small break. Yeah, I've reached the point in the tournament where I'll probably be more adventurous with openings. If I'm white, I'll probably switch to e4. I've only been playing London today as white. Just need something a little bit different. Hey, it's Vampire Chicken. What's up, Vampire Chicken? We still have the Jonathan command. I don't know if you were watching earlier. I had a funny stalemate. I was just playing on in a position. I only had a king. My opponent stalemated me. It felt good. All right, let's play e4 and try and recover from all the pain from earlier. We have a French. I don't know what to do against the French. I'll play f4. Okay, try and stay focused. Try and stay up on time. Yeah, there's the idea. Okay, never mind. Might just play queen d2 or even queen e3. I think g5 is a move that black should probably regret long term. Because f5 is going to be a target eventually. Now, one knight can come here, the other knight can come here. Queen can probably go to c2. It's very positional now. Bring the other rook in. I miss the idea. If takes, there's f4, but okay, I can take with the d pawn, should be fine. There's also an idea to eventually play h3, rook g1. You might see d4. d4 take, then d5 is a threat. Takes on f5 might just be winning. Rook d8, it gets murky. I think it's okay. It's risky. Rook d8, queen c2, queen h3, knight e3. Oh, wait, no, the knight's not defended enough times. Oh, that's really bad. Do I have... I have to play this. Yeah, my biggest mistake was trusting my calculations. It's not over, though. Some practical chances. I thought I got the move in time, but I guess not. What to do? Final position is just a draw. Wow. Yeah, there's no reason to go for this knight f5. Even though it's the best move. I have knight d6. Somehow I was so fixated on like queen h3, knight e3. Just missed that my knight's hanging. Okay. So sacrificing a lot of things this tournament. Rating included. 26 knight g3. Well, on move 26 I played knight from g3 to e2. Here. I didn't play knight g3 here because queen h3. Do I have a move? Rookie. I can just defend with the bishop. Or by moving the bishop. Yeah, this would have been... It's actually better for white. Wow.
Don't panic.
But I'm panicking. What to do? Maybe I should translate all my panic into an attack. And then panic attack my opponents. How many games do we have left? We have 2 more? 2 more, okay. Alright, here we go. Let's try and finish with something. Can we get one Stafford Gambit? We had one Petrov, but it wasn't quite a Stafford. Maybe. Stafford Gambit time. The best way to relieve tilt. Stafford Gambit accepted too. My opponent's not blitzing out their moves, so that's a good sign. There's a few ways for white to go wrong. Bishop e2, it's playable. Let's go for queen d4. I usually play h5, but okay, now I play h5. I want to play knight g4. Objectively, white's still fine, but there's definitely some pressure. And there's takes in, what, like bishop f4. But then bishop d6. I don't think white has anything better than taking. And knight e2 I think is also fine. I could play this, which is basically a draw offer. Let's go for this. Oh, but then d4. Okay, d4, queen h4. Do I actually want to go for this? It's interesting. Queen h4. But then bishop. Let's try it. Bishop f4, bishop d6, e5, bishop e7. And the eventual idea is to play bishop h4 and still pressure the h-file. Like even here. We might see queen d3, bishop f5, queen b3. Oh, but then I eventually take. Yeah, very interesting position. I could play g5 here. I'm not actually like mating. g5, bishop e3. I could play bishop g5 too. Always repeat. Taking seems fine. All right, let's try this. Wow, I almost mouse slipped pre-moved rook d6. Oh, that's a very interesting move. If I take... Wow. Castling seems counterproductive. Oh, g3. Okay, let's go for this. So white queens. But when you queen, you lose a pawn. I'm losing pawns too. Now I'm losing another pawn. I just want to checkmate. Wow. Take on f2. If I castle, there's e7. But then I take in rook e8. I think it's okay. I win back the knight and defend the pawn. Okay, f2 is going to fall. I'm down a pawn here. But you never know. Good move. Another good move. What? My mouse froze up there. Not that it matters. I'm not resigning because someone stalemated me earlier in a rook bishop position. Okay. What to do? Oh, this is rough. I keep losing. This game was a good fight, though. Did the stream lag? I dropped a few frames. Having problems on and off the board. I was so excited to play a Stafford, but I think White kept everything under control. Oop. Okay. Last game. Yeah, hopefully the stream doesn't die. Okay. What opening to play? Ponziani? Oh, am I going to play against the Stafford? Ah, okay. Knight c3, I guess. This is a mainline Petrov. I don't fully know any theory here. Looks like black's casting queenside. But maybe not. Wait, bishop a2, b3, a5 should be fine. I don't know if I'm bluffing or not. Takes. That's kind of risky. I do have this move. As long as I can win the bishop and not get mated. There's 3 players with 9 out of 10. Yeah, the bishop's pinned, so bishop b3 doesn't work. I don't quite see what black can even try here. Probably just has to give back the piece, maybe castle, and try and use the a-file. Knight b4. That's interesting. Takes bishop f6. I have bishop e5. Well, maybe it's not super clear. Maybe just play like rook e1. Ideas to take. So if castling, I take on e7. I take on b4. And I'll probably end up winning the bishop too. So I'll have 3 minor pieces for like rook and a pawn or two. Okay, but this this looks pretty straightforward. Okay, I finished with a win. Not my best tournament. Let's watch the first place game. Nepo against Lazovic. Oh, Lazovic is on 8.5. So I guess Magnus and Nepo maybe already played each other. So let's keep an eye on the Magnus game too. He's playing Bourdonnais. This is really between these two games to see who takes first. If this game is decisive, then the winner at least ties for first. Or takes clear first if Nepo doesn't win. Magnus seems to be in control. He's up the exchange. But does he have anything? Rook d4, nice move.
Oh no, Eric's TT.
Yeah, what to do? Hopefully later I can redeem myself. Redemption Title Tuesday. Thank you, Curious Mountain Crawler. Yeah, it's a longer Title Tuesday than usual too. The first one, or the first tournament got aborted. Bourdonnais is still kind of resisting, but pawns are dropping. There's almost a perpetual. Maybe queen c8, queen e7. He's going to run to no, he can't run to e2. Yeah, this is a draw. King e2, there'd be queen d3 checkmate. Okay, so if Nepo wins, he takes clear first. Looks like a great position for white. And he's up a pawn, more space, more time. Rook c6. Yeah, these knights are so passive. But this knight does hold together b6. And this knight holds e6. But Nepo, yeah, he's going to crash here on the king side. Or is he? Incredible resistance from black. e5 is a target. If takes, there's knight g5. It's not over. You play like a5, b6. Oh, it's a king pawn ending. Lazovic resigns because after takes, king d4 and black's in Zugzwang. Has to lose a pawn. Oh, there was a... Wait, was there a Scrabble tournament yesterday? The Mun Daily? Or was that also aborted? I missed it. Can it be moved to Tuesday? Yeah, he did see this line even with 2 seconds left. Yeah, Yeah, it's just very forcing. Although, wait a minute. Could he have played this? Ah, but if Black plays this, yeah, I think he resigned prematurely. He should at least try this. Hope for King D4. Oh, but then White's still probably winning, right? Yeah, White's still winning with A5. If there's a pawn on E7, maybe it could be different. White could also play this and then just wait for Black to take and then play King D4. So good job to Nepo. Clear first. Fabiano finishes with 8. Yeah, a lot of these players are going to be playing the Olympiad. Ray Robson. Any other US team members? Wesley, Levon, and Dominguez I don't think played. So, yeah, I'm going to wrap things up. Thanks everyone for watching. I appreciate all the moral support. Definitely not my best tournament. I lost about 50 rating points. But we'll try and have some redemption for later.